What's up? It's April 23rd. Fire day. Perfect day. Because the day is done. Whatever happened, happens. It's a beautiful day, man. I got some work done today. A lot of work done. Almost done with one job in one day. I just forgot my table saw. I didn't forget it. I just didn't load it up. But yeah, dude, this day is fire. This day's perfect. And tomorrow's gonna be another perfect day, man. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes up, comes up. Whatever I gotta face, I'll face it. I'm a warrior, man. The only reason why I can say that is because I've been battling forever. And then I really went to war over the last couple months. And yeah, I'm a little tired, but I'm physically tired right now just from working all day. But not really. I don't know. I was. You got some green beans though. Got some broccoli stuff, whatever they call it. I call it broccolina. I don't know what it's called. And some asparagus. I'm gonna recharge this body, this vessel. One green bean at a time. Today, yeah. But today was cool, man. I just listened to my talks all day long. And it was weird because it when I listen to myself speak, it clears my mind. Like it doesn't. I'm not thinking about anything other than the talk. Like it's super weird for me. I spent a lifetime of thinking about craziness, just creating stories, thinking about the day, thinking about jobs, thinking about what it's gonna do, thinking about how to do it, what materials are needed. And then today, it's like I just listen to my talks all day. Like it's harder to focus on work when it comes to like materials and whatnot and stuff like that. But I just have to write it down now. Well, before I would just keep a mental picture in my head, and I was good. So I'm learning to have to do things a little bit different than before. And then I still kind of like doing what I did in survival mode, where like I just get the shit done, and it's easy, bruh. It's fire how much like confidence you start to have in yourself when you slow down, and then you walk onto a job and you're like, you already know how to do it. Like this is easy. And even when someone asks you like a million questions about everything, like it's not that they're questioning your ability. They're just some people just that's just their personality. And I'm just learning that today. Like they know nothing. Kind of like me and art. The only difference is I don't ask questions really about art. I'm probably never going to, other than a few occasions. But I was never a question asker, anyways. Like about how to do things. Like I never asked questions. Like I just watched something on my own, or would go out and do it, or But now I do ask questions. I ask people questions about like how did you get that perspective? Like what's the story behind it? Like how's your day going? Like I ask different questions now, more than before. Because I'm intrigued with that. I'm not intrigued with how to do something in this world. Like anyone can do it. Like it just takes a little bit of time, and you can get on YouTube, man. YouTube teach you how to do anything in 10 minutes, and if you fast forward it, 3. So put it in 2 speed. I'm crazy, bro. I'm hyped right now. I'm tired. I'm physically tired, but I'm hyped. I'm excited. The sunset's going down. I'm sitting in my truck eating my supper. I'm not gonna paint tonight because I don't know how long this talk's gonna be. It's already late. I woke up early as crap this morning, and had something on my mind and had to do it and did it. And but that set my day right. The first thing I did this morning set my day right. I kind of questioned it if I made the right decision. But I said everything I'm doing, my intent is love. Therefore, I cannot be wrong. I mean, I could be, I guess. But that's just kind of what, in that action I took this morning, there was nothing but unconditional love. I'm not even going to say unconditional anymore, man, because that makes zero sense. It's just love. And if you know me and you listen to what I'm talking about, you're going to understand that love is love, bro. There ain't no condition. Not anymore. That's for the old Cody and the stupid rules of the world that we created. That's not real. That's not love. Love is every second of every day, every breath, every green bean that I get to eat that grew through the process of growth. And then another human prepared it for me. That's love, bro. That's love. And I get to sit here in my truck and eat while I'm talking. That's love. That's perfection. That's perfect. That's a perfect day, man. I worked today. Got a lot done today. I only have a little bit tomorrow, and then I'll go cut grass and do some more work. Kind of ease back into that rich mode, from rags to riches. It gets expensive when you don't work. Money disappears. But then I'll be back real quick. My mind's different. It's weird, man. Like I'm not dreading work anymore. It's like nothing. It's non-existent. It's just my body moving. It's not good or bad. I'm not happy or sad. I drive there and I do it. All right, I'm not dreading it. I'm not excited about it. It just is. I'm excited. I'm excited to just play catch up on my work that I neglected, and then truly be able to breathe and reassess and like relax. Because once I get caught up on my work, then I can just relax and it's easy mode from there. And then I can delegate time properly and put realistic deadlines on things and balance my life, you know. And this is it. This is part of it. This is part of my life every day. I have no excuse. I have to keep. I'm reading a text message. Hold on. Especially. But I mean, dude, life is fire. It's hard. Life is tough, man. Life is effing tough. And it's tough, dude, and it's real tough by yourself, bro. And technically you're always by yourself. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're battling your mind, man. We're not battling other people, man. We're battling the principalities, which is your mind, the higher mind, the creative mind. What's in there? You're not battling no external forces, because all that stuff is kind of easy to defeat. You see it coming. What you don't see coming is what pops up in your head out of nowhere, and it's effing hard, dude. It's freaking hard, and a lot of, dude, I had some crap. Honestly, I was trying to get back to work, and I had a still photo pop up in my head, and it effed me up. Like, I thought I was good. Like, I thought I was excited, fixing to start a huge job, make bank, start a huge project, like, make bank. Like, this is for, like, years. This is, like, build something real. And, what happened was that still photo popped up in my head, and I questioned. I questioned everything. Like, it destroyed me, man. And I still haven't dealt with that issue. And I may never. Well, I know I will, but I'm not gonna deal with it right now. I'm not dealing with that by myself. I don't want to. There's no need to. Plus, it's for a purpose. The issue is a purpose. Like, I already know. Like, I haven't even dealt with the issue, but I've gone through the process so much that I know that this is a double-sided issue that not only will help me, like when I relive it, when I learn what it really is, and then when I learn my lesson, and then I change it to gratitude, it's for more than just me. That whole process, the event, the still photo, is bigger than me. Like, that's for something else. I mean, I may do that one live or something. I don't know. I don't want to. It's embarrassing. But if I want to make change, I gotta be vulnerable, man. Like, if I want to make change, I gotta be the change. I gotta be the example. And it sucks, dude. I'm not looking forward to it. And now that I said it, I'm not very happy that I said it, because now I have to do it. And it's disheartening, and I'm scared. I haven't been scared in a while. I'm scared. That's why I need someone with me, so I'm not scared. I'm gonna have to look in that emotion of being scared, because think about, like, when you're a little kid and you're scared of monsters. Like, where do you go? You go to your mom and your dad, like your safety and security. They come in and check for you, right? They check the room for you and tell you there's nothing there, and then you're not scared. So I'm going to apply that same concept to this. I need that external force to go check this out for me. Before I do it, because I'm scared, man. It's scary. It's a scary thing. But they'll all work out in the end, man. It's part of my purpose. Part of it. But today was good, man. I had a talk with some dudes that I met for the first time today. Man, we probably talked for 30 minutes. Dude, this is my life. I love it. Like, it's like, no matter where I go, I'm getting deep. I'm getting in the deep. No matter where I go, I meet someone and we go deep. And that's why I know, like, what my purpose is, man. And it's not, I mean, maybe right now it's me walking in and building houses or repairing houses, remodeling them, and whoever I meet in the process, they need me. Or they need to talk to me and I need to talk to them. I need to get the information out of their brain and they need to get information out of mine. Maybe that's it. I hope it's not. I would kind of like to get away from, like, physical stuff. My body's younger and I feel good, but I don't want to be. Yeah, he said something about. Yeah, so he told me that he read a book about a guy and it talked about how people have one emotion or one tool, and it's a hammer. Or he said that he only had one, and it was a hammer. And he went through life, you know, when your only tool is a hammer, like, you're smashing stuff in, you're nailing stuff in, like, you're hardcore, like. But as you grow, you can pick up more tools. You can add more tools on your tool belt. Me, I don't wear a tool belt. I wear a hoodie most of the time, so I can put more tools in my pouch. You know what I'm saying? But new ways to do things. And then after you get all these new tools, Like you just dread having to use the hammer again. Because the hammer is not the most efficient way. Like it sucks. It's real harsh, super forceful, a lot of impact. Like no finesse, loud. You know, and that's kind of my old life. Like I don't want to be the hammer anymore, man. I don't want to be the hammer in many aspects. I got all these new tools, man, and love is the only tool I need, bro. Like love, dude, it changed me. And it's not that I'm not tough anymore, or that I'm a pushover. I'm actually the opposite now. It's super weird. Like because I'm doing interactions with people and I'm loving them, but I'm loving myself in return. Like I know my worth now. Like when people are like, Cody, will you do it for this? I'm like, no, dude, I ain't gonna do it for that. You're kidding me. I'll make that in a day, bro. I need to make that every day. Every day. You need to be making boat money every day. And that's what's crazy. Like you learn your worth, but then you gotta hold your end up too. You gotta show that what you're worth, based on this stupid money system. But it's crazy, man. I'm just excited about life. Like I'm excited about every day. Like knowing when I pull into my driveway, I don't even have to walk in my house. I can just turn my phone on and start talking, and that's gonna prepare me for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna listen to it all day tomorrow, and I'm gonna have new insights, and I'm gonna have more information than I did the day before. And it's super cool. I love it. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. So weird that I really love myself. That's weird to me. It's super weird that I want to listen to myself. Super weird that I want to spend time with myself. But it's part of my life now. Like I made a routine. Like I made a It's it. It's where I spend my time. Like I make sure I give myself time every day. And like I said, when I get a wife and stuff, like we'll have to talk about it and delegate different time. Maybe I'll have to start doing it in the mornings. Um, and then like when I have kids, I'll have to reevaluate again and then take time, whatever. But this has to be part of it. Like whether it's just an hour, like maybe I just delegate only an hour instead of now. I'm just shooting from the hip. Whatever happens, happens. But I don't know, man. This is cool. This is cool. This is the happiest I've ever been. Everything just seems to be making sense. And I don't know if you call it peace, but there's no anger. I'll tell you that. I guess I don't know what the opposite of peace is, but I ain't got it because I got peace right now. I don't know what content means either. Like I guess, but I'm content. Um, and I'm constantly growing, so I'm not like complacent. Um, which I used to think content meant you was complacent, but I'm not because I'm constantly growing. I'm content with my constant growth, and I know I can only grow so much a day. Um, I can only learn so much a day. I can only think so much a day. I can only talk so much a day. No, it's so fire, dude. Like, it's so fire. This world's so small. I go to Hobby Lobby and get my paints and stuff and my canvases. And, so since January 15th, I've been going to Hobby Lobby quite a bit. Like, once a week, couple times a week, whatever. And there's this woman there. Well, there's all kinds of women there, but I talk to all of them. But they always ask me about my paintings, and they always see me in there, and I'm always talking to them, and I'm showing my paintings on my phone, and then I go do this job today, and then one of the women, she works there, like it's fire, like I didn't even know. It's so weird. It's such a small world, like somebody's daughter-in-law. It's freaking fire. My life is crazy. It's crazy just the connections I'm making, and then like, just it makes zero sense. But it all makes sense at the same time. Like, I wish I just had a warehouse that had huge whiteboards in it, and I could just like start whatever you call that stuff, just like cataloging my life and everyone I've met. And I wouldn't even want to do it from the beginning of time. I would just do it from like the new year, or from when I started my journey. Because all that stuff is weird. Like the group therapist guy that I went to, like, he was connected to this person. Like, I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, there's no reason for this. Other than I had to teach him a lesson. Not really, I don't know. I just have an issue with authority. I always have. It's funny. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It makes zero sense to me. Especially from a man. Women, like you're trying to get stuff in return, like, that's a little bit different. You gotta surrender a little bit to get a little, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I'm like, what do you think you are? I don't want nothing from you anyway. Weirdo. Tell me what to do. Crazy. Well, life is funny. And what's really cool is, like, after I did this brain dump, and then every night when I come out here and sit and talk, like, I'll have just random memories come up that I haven't thought about forever, and they have nothing to do with anything. So I talked about authority, and then in my head, I pictured like my 6th grade teacher, and but then I pictured us playing softball, and then trying to hit the softball over the fence. Like, it's so weird. Like, what does that even mean? I don't get it. Like, he was a cool teacher, made me write dictionary pages. And then so I wrote them real small on one piece of paper, and he was not happy. I said, why? You told me to write a dictionary page, so I wrote 3 dictionary pages on one. Dude, that stuff was fun for me. I loved, like, when you get in trouble for saying something, and then they would make you, write, like, I'm so sorry I did this a million times. Like, I loved doing that. I loved it. It was fun for me. I'd put as many as I could. Like, I'd have like 5 or 6 sentences in between the 2 blue lines. Like, I could write so much, so small. It was like a challenge for me. Like, how small can I write it and still tick them off? So I was just spiteful. I was just like, I would push the limits every time. Like, I'm gonna do what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna do it in a way that makes you mad. And where I'm gonna do it in a way that makes you so mad because I did exactly what you asked me to do. You just didn't lay out the parameters. Therefore, you cannot get mad at me again. Like, you can try, but you can't punish me again. So I would do stuff like that. And I think I was just teaching them lessons. But they need to be more specific. Like, if you're going to be a rule maker, like, if you're going to be authority over somebody, like, you got to think. You better think really, really hard when you make rules. Like, making rules is difficult. Because then you get people like me who I will get away with breaking the rules. And it's not even breaking them. It's just because you or whoever made the rules did not do their due diligence when they wrote it. And a lot of that is because I think a lot of times these rules are so stupid that I'm just ultimately a rebel and going, this is how stupid your rules are. I can break your rules and get away with it. Because it's that dumb. Like, we don't need these rules. We just need to have common sense. Like, don't hurt people and we won't break these rules. I don't know. I don't know. I did it so much. I used to get in trouble all the time. All the time. I remember in high school I got the teacher was older, and so she couldn't read my handwriting, which I probably just didn't know the answer, so I wrote real small, so she couldn't read it. And she gets mad at me, and she comes over there. She comes over there, and she goes, "I can't read this. Quit writing so small." I was like, "But I got a small pencil." Because I had a really, really small pencil and I broke it. And she got real mad at that. And her husband was like my linebacker coach, so I had to run, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. I always did stuff like that, man. I got detention for eating a sandwich in class. That makes zero sense. A peanut butter banana sandwich, my favorite thing to eat. When I was in high school, like, my metabolism was crazy because I trained it that way. So I had to eat every 2 hours or I got mad. And, like, really mad. And, because, yeah, the way I made, yeah, because I would eat at 10 o'clock with the lunch ladies, and then I would go to another class and eat in class, and then I'd go to football and eat. I'll go to Worshams and eat, and then I would go to football. Man, I eat so much. But I lost tons of weight that way. Like, tons. Same way I've done it now. Just constantly eating food. But good food, like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Oh, I got detention. I got detention because I called my teacher a shrew. Which, granted, her nose was really long and she looked like a shrew. Like, and I wasn't technically being mean. I guess I kind of was, but she deserved it. And I just told her she looks like a shrew. She made me look it up in the dictionary. And the funniest part is, like, when you look something up in the dictionary, there's like one page, there's one picture on one page, right? Well, when I opened the book, and this is probably why I got detention, because she told me to look it up in the dictionary. I looked it up in the dictionary, and there was a picture of a shrew. That's hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. I think she was a witch, to be honest with you. But to each his own. You get your own karma. When you mess with stuff that you don't understand. To each his own. And now that I think about it, we can talk about witches and stuff. Black magic. So if one of my number one commandments is don't infringe in somebody else's free will. And to always wish people the best. And therefore, if you've looked into any witchcraft or any of that stuff, or watched documentaries on it, or any shows, like, When people are performing these acts, whether they're real or not, like it's a movie, they have the opposite intent than I have. I'm doing stuff and not infringing in people's free will. Um, and I'm wishing for the best for them. I'm giving them love, whether they receive it or not. But when you're messing with that other stuff, just like in Harry Potter, like they're taking your free will away. They're turning you into something, or they're doing something to you and taking away your free will. That's what makes that stuff bad. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it. It's because you're infringing in somebody's free will, and that's a no-no. Because you need to treat others the way you want to be treated. It's a golden rule. And God gives you free will. The Creator, whoever created you, gave you free will to do whatever. So He's allowing you to do that, if that's what you want to do. But there's repercussions of that, and there's rules of the world. And some people got protection. And some people don't. But I think the time is coming in this world where you have to pay for the wishing harm on people. Because I always wondered, man, like I always said, no good deed goes unpunished. Because I've lived a life of trying to do good deeds. And it seemed like I never got ahead. And I always got, punished. And stuff like that. But who knows? I have no idea. My phone is looking weird. I don't know if this is going to turn out good or not. I probably got someone trying to do some witchcraft on me or something. But trying to wish me some harm. But yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. It's like, man, that's why I'm very specific in the words that I say now. I'm very specific in my intent for people, only wanting the best, not trying to think negatively about people, other people, because that stuff can come back to you too. Like I don't want to mess with it. It's just not even worth my time. It's just not. I don't even know if this thing's working. Maybe it is. It don't seem like it's picking up. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know, man. My phone was acting weird. It recorded it, so I'll try to listen to it. Restarted my phone. But yeah, man, you don't mess with stuff you don't understand, bro. It ain't worth it, man. I don't know all the rules of the world, and I don't understand that black magic stuff. I'm not messing with it, man. It just makes zero sense to me. Like wishing harm on other people and stuff like that. That's a problem. And if you do that, like you're gonna get dealt with, anyways. That's weird, man. We should just love people, man. We're in this world together, dude. Like, come together. Love. You can make perfect sense to me. We should love each other, not wish each other harm, and it makes zero sense. Zero sense. Like, if you don't like me, come tell me, at least. At least have some balls and do that. Let me hug you. I'll hug you. Tell you I love you. I don't know. It's weird. This world's weird, and I'm trying to figure it all out, and I don't know, man. It's cool. It's cool. Today was a good day for me, and I know some days are whatever, but I'm just glad to be alive. I'm just grateful. Like, the day is fire. The trees, the crickets. Like, I'm just sitting out here, and the crickets are just... all the bugs are making noises, singing. beautiful. I should have went fishing, but I'm tired. I need to get a little sleep. It's been taking a lot to get me to sleep lately. But then I wake up fine. Like I'm not tired really in the morning, and it's weird. My sleep is different now. That and I wake up with gratitude, and it's like or something cool or a new thought that like energizes me in the morning, and I'm excited about tomorrow, and I'm excited about the week. I'm excited. That's weird. That's weird for me, man, because like I wasn't excited about nothing for a very long time. Um, I wasn't. So I mean, like I said, I guess I was depressed, and I just didn't know. I didn't know that that's what it was. Um, I just, I just didn't know because I wasn't excited for anything. I wasn't, like I wasn't excited to go fishing. Really, I wasn't excited to do anything. Like even when I would like play video games and stuff, like I wasn't excited about it. I just did it because it was like mind numbing, like time consuming. But now I'm like getting excited about waking up tomorrow. I'm not even going to sleep yet. I'm excited about going to sleep so I can wake up tomorrow. That's weird. But the only way that was possible was because I spent however long talking and facing my crap, and but in a more controlled environment when I chose it. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of it just kicking me in the nuts out of nowhere, I was proactive about it and dedicated time to deal with whatever did come up. Um, and then I would sit in it and reshape it, and because then you have more control. It seemed like to me, like when I was talking about it, and I'm, like in my safety of my truck, right? Like this is my safety spot. This is my spot. Like I feel so much more at home in my truck than I do in my bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain it. This is my life. Like this is what this truck has made me money. This is where I sing. This is where I smile. Like this is where I'm going to work, going to do purpose. Like so for me, and my truck is, like that's it. That's my buddy. And yeah, so that's why I honestly like talking in my truck a lot more. Like I feel safer, um, comfortable. I don't know. Maybe I like small spaces. I've always because I feel safe. I feel safer when I'm like in something, or I don't know. I can't explain it. When I know like my back's covered and my side's covered, and I don't know. I just feel safe. But yeah. So I mean, I guess that's part of the process. Is like when you go to start battling, you need to find the safest place you can find. Like the safest place or the most comfortable place for you. Like where do you feel the safest? Um, like I said, for me, it's always been in my truck. Because I love my truck. Like I don't know. It's just part of me. It's hard to explain it. Um, I don't know. I mean, maybe I've never really owned a lot of stuff, and which I own so much stuff, but I don't know. It's just mine. It's a Batmobile. But yeah, so this is why that's why I like it in here. And I get to look at nature. Like I'm out in nature too, and I'm not in my dark room. And it's pretty. It's pretty out here. You can hear the traffic, which I always like to hear noise. That's soothing to me. But yeah, so find yourself a nice, secure place that makes you happy and that you feel safe in, and then that's when you can just start talking or writing. You know, some people are better at writing. I would say that talking is probably better than writing because you actually have to say it out loud, and then you got to hear yourself freaking say it. That's what sucks. Um, because that's when you start talking about like stuff that's like you consider shameful or you get guilt from it, like, and you write it down, that's good to get it out there. But when you have to hear yourself go through the emotions, you have to hear the inflection in your voice, like the way it changes, and you trying to hold back so you can't even speak, like that itself, I think it's just it just heals you a lot, so much more. And that's what I'm saying. You don't even post. Just record yourself talking, and then the next day listen to it, or the night afterwards. Like, but kind of do that process where you bring up you bring up a question for your past or an experience, and then you just start talking it out and ask it some questions, like what was this for? Like how? Like why? Like what is the lesson from this? Like, or what should the lesson be? Or how has this affected my life and how can I change that? Or, you know, what's the good I could see from this? Like what should I be thankful for in this situation? Like I'm still alive, evidently. Whatever happened, And start asking those questions, and what I did was I focused on me a lot of times. Like ultimately, like even if I bring up somebody else and I say they did this, like I don't really care anymore. Like I'm focusing on how I responded to it and how I'm responding here on out to it. And I'm kind of just giving everybody else just infinite grace. And just like whatever, forgetting about it. I'm forgiving them. But some people you may just have to forget about it. I don't know. It just depends, that some stuff is more difficult to battle than others. And each way, each person's gonna be different. That's what I'm saying. Maybe my stuff was easy. At least the stuff I've dealt with already is easy. Some of the other stuff that I haven't dealt with will probably be extremely difficult. But when the time comes that I need to deal with it, I will deal with it, and we'll go on from there. But the day was fun. I do want to travel though, and I'm going to. I'm going to. I talked to this guy today, and he was like, "Yeah, they traveled everywhere, like all over the place. We went to Dubai." I was like, "How was that, bro?" It's like it's awesome. It's like, is it expensive? He's like, well, it can be as cheap as you want or as expensive as you want. It just depends. But yeah, man, I want to go everywhere, dude. I want to see what these people have created. I want to see what greater minds than me have created. Like, these intelligent people and these imaginations. I want to see what they've done. I mean, I haven't been anywhere really. I mean, I did go to California and all that and back, but that was so quick. I didn't get to stop and see. I didn't get to stop and see the people. I didn't get to feel the people. I didn't get to be with the people. I got to see gorgeous land, which was awesome, but I didn't get to stop and be with the land. It was almost like a movie trailer where you get a tease. Like that was my trips over the last whatever. Me going from flying to Boston and then coming back, driving all the way back home, and then 2 days later, 3 days later, driving, and then going out west, and then coming, and then however long that was, I was gone 2 weeks maybe. And it was just real. It was just a teaser. Like I want to do it for real. Like I want to go and it take me months or half a year. Just go to one state and just chill and just go all over that state. Meet whoever I meet in that day. And then go to the next one. And then go to the next one. And then when I get done with the states, or not the state, maybe just go out of the country and go to these places that I've only seen in freaking on movies and pictures and on the news. Like what's real, what's not real. I need to go find out for myself. I need to find out for myself. This world's big, dude, and people. I mean, that's what's crazy. Is like, if I knew 100 people, like before I started changing, now I know like 400 people. Like it's multiplied so much, and I'm meeting everyone, and no one is like off limits for me to meet. Like it doesn't matter what you believe, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter anything anymore. It's like people are people. People are fire. People are worth me meeting. Like they're worth everything. I'm grateful and lucky that I get to meet people. That someone else invites me into their world. Like that's fire. Everyone said I'm the lucky one, man. I'm the lucky one. I love it. Man, I don't know. I don't know what tomorrow's gonna hold. I don't know what tonight's gonna hold. Who knows? Tonight's not done yet. And I'm hungry still. That's the only thing that sucks is like when I work real hard, like my body's just hungry, which is fine. But then I gotta spend more money, to fuel it, and I get it, but honestly, but that's kind of how I gained a lot of weight was because I didn't eat anymore, and because I changed my body so I wouldn't have to spend so much money on food. But it's worth it because I love food. I just drink a protein shake. That ought to be good enough. Maybe not though. Kind of want to fat camp it. Which I love fat camping it, which is just eating whatever you want and being okay with it. Healthy or not healthy, just and eating just whatever. Like eating a big hamburger with fries, like I call that's fat camping it for me. Because like I said, I'm 90% of the time like I'm eating healthy. I eat 1 or 2 meals a day, and then I have protein shakes and stuff like that throughout the day. And then one of those meals is always nothing but vegetables, and then if I do eat again, then usually 90% of that is vegetables as well. I just love vegetables, man. They're so good, and they're good for you too. And they're so light. They're so light on my body. I don't feel heavy. Like, yeah, I don't really eat much carbs, ever really. That's what's weird. Is like I've been on so many diets, but like this diet is different because this is a diet that I don't even think about. Like this isn't a diet that I forced. This is just a diet that is right. Like this, I just changed the way I eat, but I didn't like sit down and plan for it. I didn't like try and stick really hard to it and force myself to do it. I just did it. Like it just, I just started. Well, I like vegetables though, so I mean that helps, I guess. But yeah, that's what's cool is because I've kept this up for a long time. I mean, last week or a week before, I fat camped it a couple days like in a row. Because I do cycles, like I said, I get weird, but then right back to it, you know. Like what really tastes good? Vegetables. So then I just started eating vegetables again. Plus, like vegetables and stuff, they actually fill me up more than all the other foods. Like the other foods just don't satisfy me. Maybe it's the breads and the sugars, like they just don't satisfy me. Or it's like a false. I don't know. It just doesn't do good to me. I don't like it. It's just not. I don't know. It's just not real to me. I don't know what it is. It's just not as good as green food. Green food just is the best. Green food is the best. I don't know. I don't know. Today was perfect, man. And I guess, man, if I just keep keeping the mindset of like whatever happens, happens, and accept whatever happens within the day, and the only thing in my control is me, and other people that are in this world are not in my control, and I don't want them to be under my control, and um, if they want to spend time with me, and they reach out, I will spend time, and if not, then I'm not gonna, you know. And I may actually start doing that. Well, I'm just not gonna reach out to anybody. If I see that they're reaching out just randomly to they need help or something, then I'll reach out. Um, Probably not. That's not gonna happen. I'm still gonna reach out to people. I just answered my own question. Cause that's me, man. I'm always gonna reach out and ask how you're doing. I can't not do that. And it's not. I'm not wasting my energy, so it literally takes zero energy for me to reach out to somebody. Music's crazy though. Yeah, music's crazy because like the song just came on and it's just talking about making sure you do everything, everything in your power while you're here. So it just makes me think like, am I doing everything in my power? Put God first. You did what you could with your life. When the lights go out and the colors fades, no more songs to play. It will be too late. Yeah, man, I think I'm doing it, bro. And that's what makes me content. That's what makes me happy. That's what's giving me peace. It's because I know actually everything that I'm doing every day is something important for me. And it's a step closer to my final version. Like, for once in my life, I'm doing something that matters. And I'm getting closer and closer and closer every day. And I'm understanding I can't do it all in one day. Like the job today, like I could have finished it today. Literally. But I know tomorrow I can walk in there and be done in 20 minutes. Where it could have took me another hour. Like I'm learning, I'm maturing as a man and understanding that I don't know. What's the right decision? This one? The one where I'm leaving, going to get a bite to eat, sitting in my truck and spending time with myself. Um, Reflecting the day. Growing. I mean, the farm is still working. But, yeah, man. I'm happy, dude. I'm excited that I'm actually doing it. I'm living a life that's worth living. And that I have real goals. And I'm walking closer to them every single day. For the first time in my life, like, I see purpose. I see a future. I see me being happy. I see me winning. That's fire, dude. And like I said, even if I'm alone right now and I don't have a significant other, I see my future is with that. And everything's preparing me to be a better version for them. You know what happens soon enough. And before I know it, I'm going to be like, oh, we spent the last 50 years together. And it was perfect. And it was worth that wait, that little bit of time. That right now seems like eternity, but it's not. It's 10 minutes. I'll wait 10 minutes for eternity. I'll wait 1 year for eternity. That's a fair trade. It's a very fair trade. I'll wait forever for eternity. You do the math. But I'll be ready when the time comes. 'Cause I'm just sitting here loving, bro. I'm just growing in love. That's what I said. I want to be the number one lover. I want to be. I want to love harder than anyone's ever loved. Like it infatuates me. It. If that's the number one thing in the world, I want to be a part of it. And if that's the most challenging thing in the world, if it goes against the whole world, like love is the whole world, like literally. But the people, the humans, has created a system that goes against love completely. It dilutes it and flips it upside down. And they created their own stories on what they think love is. And it's not even what they think. It's they haven't thought. Because if you just thought, and you just really felt, you would understand what love is. But the world is it's free. Love is free. But they just put a price on love. They put a money sign in front of love, or on each side of love. Almost like quotation marks, except it's money signs on both sides of the word love. The word love. And the world love. And I'm like, no, bro. Love is standalone. And love is free. All you have to do is be. And that's love. Just be. And accept love. Like, that's it. Love is all around. Love is you. It's so weird because now I'm just like getting pictures of like all these pointless things. And the only reason why they're pointless is because they're like the exact opposite of love. And it's almost like if love was just... If you drew love, the word love, on a whiteboard, and then you took a line and you just took lines and drew them in every direction, and then you put bubbles in them, and then it's like love is free. Love is free will. And so anytime you infringe on somebody else's free will, that's not love. Because love is free will. So anytime you like, yeah, dude. Dude, that's crazy. So anytime you give someone an alternative motive, like if you do this, I'll do this, that's not love. Because now you're setting up conditions and stuff. And in order for someone to get this condition, you're taking away their free will. And they have to agree to it. And that's not love. So like if you love someone, you have to let them go. That's what that meaning is. Is because if you love them, you have to give them free will. And that means you can love them to death, and they may never text you back. They may never talk to you again. But that's love. You gotta let them go. You can love them forever. And I'm never not gonna love you. Like everyone. Pride and ego check. But that's love. God, I hate these talks. I love them though. But they put you in place, man. They put me in place. And that's what it was about this morning. That's everything that I do prepares me for the day. Like, it's so weird, man. It's fire though. Every day I'm learning lessons. And every day I'm getting closer and closer to to my best self. Which is I'm never gonna get there. Like, it's constantly, forever, eternity. Well, if you love something, you gotta let it go. You gotta give them free will. Whatever. That's what I've been doing. And I completely did that this morning. That's why today was perfect. I knew today was gonna be perfect. Because I actually stepped into love today. I understood love completely this morning when I woke up. Even though I couldn't put words to it. It took 14 hours later, 15 hours later. So the act that I did this morning was nothing but love. But I didn't understand what I was doing. And then 15 hours later, 16 hours later, I got words to go with it. That love is not infringing in someone's free will. Ever. So loving them from a distance. Loving them completely with who you are. And never wishing bad things on them. Never, just only loving. Whatever happens, happens. And that's enough. That's love. You know, it's crazy because that's now looking back and look at my mom, and she gave me everything I wanted. She never pushed me. She would hug me, but she never even brought it up. She just loved me no matter what, and she never set boundaries on that love. She never. She just loved me. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Yeah, she never like forced me to do anything. She never said I was being bad or not showing love in return. Like, she never said any of that stuff. She just let me be. And so that's what's wrong with religion, man. That's why religion has love so wrong, dude. We love you if you do this. We love you if you give us tithe. Give us tithe. We love you, but you can't do that. If you do that, we can't love you. You can't come here. This is what we believe. If you don't believe that, we don't love you. Really. If this happened to you when you was a little kid, and you're split, we don't love you. Well, that's what's wrong, man. That's what's wrong with the world. Making money off of love, a fake love, an opposite of love. Nothing but condition. Money's in quotation love. When love is free. Love is completely free. Love is free will. You can hold your breath as long as you want. Like the trees freely create oxygen. You don't have to take it. You can hold your breath as long as you want. You'll die. It's free. But I'm making oxygens everywhere. It's free. Love. And love is alive. And everything alive should be free. So yeah, maybe all this fake stuff should cost something. I don't know. But it's costing your time. It's costing your time alive, which is free. The exchange rate seems weird to me. The exchange rate seems weird to me. So if I am love, ultimately I'm free will in all aspects of everything. And I'm free. Nothing is making me do anything. So my control center is in my head. And now my control center is like in my heart and my body, the way I feel. Like that now those are making decisions for me, not my head. See how this works out here. So my person, my body, the totality of who I am is love. And it's free will. No one's in control of me. God gave me free will. He allowed me to create my own world for free. For free. However, so what would repercussions be? So free. My body is free. Will. So your consciousness, your essence of who you are is free. This vessel, however, it needs certain things to stay alive based on the rules of the world. But really all we need is free stuff. We need water, should be free. And we need food, which is free. Clothes from animals, which would be free. That's literally it, because it's just your vessel, right? Your vessel is what's important. You can sleep under a tree, you can sleep in a cave. That's free. Family is free. Creating another life is free. Will. I guess sometimes. It's ridiculous. What's wrong with me? And then that continues for eternity. And then everything else is just materialistic stuff that we created to fill our time with stuff that's not free. Stuff that costs time, effort on our bodies, like mental power, our imagination costs. It costs our imagination, it costs our thoughts. But that's for the overall experience on Earth. I don't know. When we interact with people, we're freely giving them our time. And then some people, so instead of that, now we're charging people for our time. And so that can't be love. Well, it can't be, yeah, it's not. Technically, it would be, technically not. Well, you wouldn't be freely giving your time away at that point. If there's an exchange of money, but see, money is fake. Money is just a representation of your time. And then you get to ultimately choose what your time is worth. But then there's a global setting on that. It's the easiest way would just to be freely giving your time away. Because caring is sharing. But unless you could create all the things you need on your own, like a truck or gas or diesel or tools, then you have to get money. So you have to use your time to get money to buy those things. Yeah, I mean, the whole system is weird. I get how it's made now. I get how you fall into the trap, but then it's like the options are you do everything for free and you have to live off the land. And that's why we have families and villages, small villages, but now we're separated. So before you would have villages, like small communities that could help provide for everyone. So some people could do this and get the food, some people could gather this, some people could take care of the kids, some people could do this. And therefore, you could delegate your time and go get those free things to survive. But now that we got two people in a house, in a big house, they have to go out into the world and spend more time getting those resources to pay for that, where in a village it's just everyone's coming together and feeling the need for the best of the community and making sure everyone has what they need. So ultimately, the best thing to do would be to have just like huge communities, not even huge, but just I have to figure out the numbers. Like, what would the numbers be? Um, you just have communities of people that all delegate a different task to supply certain needs to the community. So no one went without. And then ultimately, like, the best thing to do would be, like, if you own the land that was paid for and you guys didn't have those extra mortgage bills, like, then you just had a huge part of land, like 40 acres, and you built compound on it, or compounds. So each individual person could have their own little secluded time with their family. But yet at the same time, it's just we're one big family, and we all contribute, and we all take care of each other's needs together. But that would delegate our time better because we wouldn't have to have as many resources because we compiled all our resources together. So it would ultimately take less resources for us to survive. And then if we'd done that, like, we could beat the world system because it would be such groups of us putting our money together instead of one of us having $1,000,000 and one of us having $20,000. Instead, it's a bunch of us having $1,000,000,000, and then we could really change the world. We could buy the Twitters, we could buy the social medias together. Well, we all win. We all will be happy. We'll all be able to delegate our time better. We'll all, yeah, dude, that's fire. And we all help each other. Like, we all help each other rule the world together. Like, it would be so easy. That's the future. That's my future. And no one has to join me. But if you do come, you got to do your part. That's the point. Because you got to work a little hard to get that freedom. You got to hold your end up. And, we'll take care of each other. That's my future. That's fire. That's my vision. Me and my partner and my kids and my family. My big family. And we're going to rule the world. We're going to compile all our resources and we're going to change the world. Because we're going to own it. And we're going to give it back. We're going to give it back freely. Because it's never ours to own. Because if we own it, then that's not love. We just got to take it back and give it back to the owner. And if we give it back to the rightful owner, everything will be free. Because that's what this world was made to be, is free. Freely given to us so we can live. And you think about it right now. Think about, there's 8 billion people on this earth. How many people actually rule this earth? How many? 1,000? A 1,000? We can flip that switch easy. 8 billion people put their money together? They have no chance. 8 people love together and freely change the world? Easy. This is why slavery doesn't work in my brain. Like, this is why I don't understand it. There's 8 billion of us. There's 1,000 of them. Very simple. The most simple thing I've ever heard of. This is just numbers. This is a numbers game. And I don't know numbers. But I know 8 billion to 1,000, we win. We win every day. We win every time. There is not... You could do this for infinity. We win every single time. This is the Avengers. Where there was only one way that they could win. Out of infinite possibilities. This is the opposite of that. This is the opposite. We have no chance of not winning. There's 8 billion of us. Versus 1,000. We don't even need that many. We just need 3,000 people who would take it back. Because there's tons of sheep in this world that they're not going to stand up. They're not going to do nothing. They can keep living the way they are because then we're going to be in power. And then they're going to follow us blindly. Because they can't think for themselves. The only difference is we're doing it with love. And we're just going to give them free will. Yeah, we're going to set little parameters on it. Like, treat others the way you want to be treated. Don't infringe on other people's free will. Don't rob people. Don't murder people. Don't take other people's property. Well, we'll bring them 10 Commandments back. I'll post them. It's that simple. We're about to flip a switch, bro. There's 8 billion of us. And it's the Tower of Babel. The only difference is we want to give it back. To our Creator. Because then everything is free. The way He intended it to be. The way the earth is set up. Like, you don't have to believe in the Creator or not. Like, the way it's set up. Everything is free. Oxygen is free. Water is free. Food is free. That's why those 1,000 people are so rich, because they're selling free stuff. They got infinite return. Because they stole it from something that wasn't theirs to take in the first place. This is how we built America, by taking stuff that wasn't ours in the first place. Yeah, of course we prospered. Because it was free. We just took it. And claimed it as our own, and it's not our own. It's not ours. It's for us. It's not ours. This world is not ours. It's for us. Be grateful. Everything is for you. Everything is for you. People are crazy, man. People are funny, man. Humans are funny. running around claiming to be good, claiming to be righteous. And all they did was steal something that wasn't theirs. And they become prosperous from it. And then put chains around 8 billion people. Create systems that force people to use their products. Force systems that cause you to use their medical systems and their pills and their drugs. And you don't even know who these people are. All these people do is take and infringe on other people's free will. It's disgusting. It's not love. I mean, I guess it's what you guys call evil. It's evil. It's the opposite of love. Love is free. Everything is free. You are worthy of everything because you are love. And love is free. Love is free will. Love is always giving everything free will. Not infringing in other people's free will. Not saying you can't come to work if you don't have this. That's not free will. Because they created a system that you have to go to work. Any system like that is not love. They created a system where you have to go to work so you can eat. You have to go to work so you can have clothes. That's not love. At no point in time is that love. Love is free. Yeah, there's sweat involved. It's not gonna just fall into your mouth. That would be no fun. If I created a world where you guys were just had instant gratification, you would have this world now. And you'd be in hell. That's not what I intended. You gotta walk towards things. Arms and legs. You have them for a reason. You gotta use them. It's part of the experience. This is an experience. But it's supposed to be a free experience. Not you have to go to work so you can get money. So you have to pay for an experience. No, this is free. I freely created this so you guys could experience free. It's free. And it's so tainted. And then you guys don't even know what love is because you're so busy trying to survive when everything you need to survive is already here in place and it's free. To each his own, though. You guys do what you want to do. Makes zero sense to me. This is not what I intended. This is not what I imagined. But that's the issue with imagination. I imagined it a certain way. And I only wanted to imagine it a certain way, so I did. Because that's what makes it fun, the unknowing for me. However, took it to the extreme. You took it to the extreme, and I'm done with it. So either you take it back or I take it back. The choice is yours. I'd rather the latter. But free will is love. All I am is love, so the choice is yours. 8 billion against 1,000? 144,000 against 1,000? Very possible. Very easy. Strategically spread out. Easy. And I'll help along the way. I am. But you have to want it. That's the point. Like, I have to see that you want it, and then you're taking your legs that I gave you, and the mind, and your arm, and your body, in this vessel. You have to walk towards it. I'm not carrying you there, because that would be pointless, and that wouldn't be love. You have to choose it, and then do what it takes to make that choice come true. That's love. When you understand, love is free. It's that simple. Love is free. You are love. You are free. Love is free. You are love. Oxygen is free. Water is free. Food is free. The sun is free. The moon is free. You freely give each other your time. You freely give each other, all of you, in every interaction. Whether there's money involved or not. Take it back. It's yours. It's for you. It was created for you. Every one of you. Be grateful. But when you understand that it's free, then you have to be grateful. It's free. Take it. Reach your hand out. It's for yours for the taking. I'm not a slave master. The world you live in is filled with them. And there's not many. If you look at a system, you look at any business, it's everyone involved in that business is a slave to someone above them. And a slave to the rules and regulations that a few created. And many follow blindly. And I'm not talking about going to war or violence to take it back. It's way simpler. Just come together as humans, as people, and take it back. Put your minds together. Take it back. Take it back. I'll help. But I only help the willing. You gotta really want it. You gotta really want it. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is what you are now. Don't talk about it, be about it. And yeah, it won't happen in a day. But who's to say it won't happen in 2? Or 3? Or 7? If you truly come together as people, the many against the few. Yesterday was Earth Day. Celebrating the earth that freely gives you everything of it and gets infinite pain in return. The earth gives you everything and you destroy her. You don't care about her. You spit on her. Literally and figuratively. You stab her. You blow her up. You dig holes in her and bury trash. You pollute the streams. And all this stuff is intended for you to live. You're literally killing yourselves. You guys are crazy. How do you not see this? There's a better way. Put your brains together and figure it out. Love. Freely give 8 billion people freely surrender to each other and give them your time. You guys will come up with the craziest stuff ever. You will solve every problem. There will be no problems. You will have a problem. You have a problem because you're going to have so much stuff to create, you're going to think you don't have enough time. You may even solve the time issue. You just have to come together as people. Because it's free. Life is free. It's all free. Because love is free. And you are love. Take it back. Love solves everything. I said this yesterday. Love cures all. 8 billion people that love solves everything. And it's not even going to take that many. A small percentage. A small percentage of kings and queens. A small percentage of leaders. A small percentage of people willing to walk together. That's it. You take what's yours. Love. That's all you have to do. Love. You'll figure it out. But you have to love. That's it. That's all you have to do. Love. Think for yourselves. Look in the mirror. Spend time with yourself. Be quiet. Be still. Sit in the grass. Put your feet in the creek. You feel the love. It's there. It's everywhere. And the more you stay in the love, the more you're going to understand the love. And it's going to teach you what you need to know. It's going to just open your eyes. You already know. It's in you. Your love. You don't look at yourself. You don't listen to yourself. You don't feel yourself. That's why they have you on all these drugs. That's why there's crap in the food, chemicals. To cloud your mind, to cloud your body, to cloud your love. The answer is love. Figure out what love is. And I told you what it was. It's free. It's everything. It's free will. But study it. Learn about it. Take time. Sit in it. And it will tell you what you need to know. That's what love is. You asked me today to tell you what love is. I just told you. You're welcome. Love is free. It always has been and always will be. Now go get it. I'm done. Night. Peace.